Hey, Bob.
Tim.
Could you pour me a cup of that new Mickey's 90th birthday blend?
Isn't this the best coffee you've... I mean, this might be their best. I gave my wife a little bit of this. She said it's now her favorite, and she loves all the Disney blends, but she's saying this Mickey's 90th anniversary, her favorite.
That's because it was highly crafted by Chris DeMezzo and our friends over there at Joffrey's Coffee. Here's the best part about the coffee, Bob.
Yes.
20% off. What's the code?
Looper 2018. That's good for a little while, so don't hesitate. Get on that. Looper 2018 for 20% off.
Stock up for the holidays. Stock up for the cold weather that's coming.
Order today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To the left of our forward motion, just beyond the trees, is the Walt Disney World Golf Resort, which lies in the middle of two 18-hole championship golf courses.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. Bob,
Tim.
I know you're anxious to get into this show.
Okay.
Because this is a Looper poll that you put out there that you love.
I love these things.
I do too.
I love hearing from LooperNation. Absolutely.
I do too.
Always.
But before we get to that,
Uh-huh.
we have a couple new iTunes reviews we need to catch up on.
Speaking of LooperNation.
Speaking of which, let me rotate
And
my...
Super Loopers.
all. Every one of them. This is from Josie T. She says, this is just a fun and warm Disney podcast. Bob and Tim give lots of good information, and they freely share their advice on their LooperNation community. They don't take themselves too seriously, and I have lots of much-needed laughs.
There's another Disney podcast with a couple of guys named Bob and Tim.
Well, I've heard one with Tim and Bob.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It might be a different guys. I'm not really terribly sure.
I have to listen to them.
Jim McNair.
Jim!
Who I think might be the newest member of the Resort Loop Rocketeers.
Wasn't there an Air McNair back in the day?
Same guy.
Is it the
He's
same
got some
guy?
air. He's got air because he's
got
running.
air. He's running. Yeah. All right.
It might not be the same guy, but
Okay.
we don't know that.
We don't know that.
Because I found this podcast a few months ago to sate my Disney obsession.
Oh,
He's got quite the vernacular.
I'm going to have to look that
I'm a
up.
big fan of Mr. Jim right now.
It-
These guys make me feel at home and help me keep me sane with news from the world presented in a way that makes their listeners happy, if I'm not stumbling over the sentences. Like many of you, I listen to lots of podcasts about Disney, but this is my go-to first podcast.
Wow.
Thank you, guys. Wow, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Wow.
And I
Huge.
think, for the record, that's the first person we've ever kept sane. It's usually the other way around.
We're driving people the other way.
Yeah. Very quickly, at high speed.
We start with our wives and we work our way down the list.
Oh, those poor women.
I know.
Say
a prayer for them.
Saints, all of them. Anyway,
All of them.
Thank you.
I think
What?
just both would have worked.
What?
What?
Wait, I didn't.
Do you have another life we don't know about? Anyway, what's the topic of the show today, Bob?
Anyway. Delete. Okay, so
I'll edit that out.
we did. We put LooperNation asked a question out there to LooperNation. We always like to hear from LooperNation.
We do.
Because, we all have opinions of things, and we need to get these opinions out. Because me and you, our opinions really don't mean a whole lot
No,
for the
no,
most
they don't.
part.
They don't.
But, when you bring LooperNation together, that's a pretty loud voice.
We are a group. We cannot be silenced.
We are a group. We will not be silenced. And we will resist
I'm going to hold the boombox over my head
parking
right now.
fees at Walt Disney World.
Parking fees.
We will resist those.
Soap.
Anyway,
Soap. Oh, don't.
Soap,
Calm down with the soap.
Just calm down. Don't do that again.
my
All
brother
right.
get some soap.
So this is what we put out to LooperNation
All right.
because I was just curious. I wanted to find out what ride or attraction do you not even bother with anymore? We all go to the park quite a bit. Most of us anyway. What ride or attraction don't you even bother with anymore?
Wow.
Because there are some. I got to be honest. There's some
Of
I
course
don't
you
even.
do.
I just don't even think. I'm not gonna go and waste time on there.
Wow. It's a time waster.
Well, we've got a limited amount of time.
That's true.
You know,
We're not locals.
we're not local, and we're not the Wells family who are there for months at a time.
Several fortnights at a time.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm going to stow away in their
That's
luggage.
wonderful. Yes, I want to be adopted by them. They keep saying no. So why don't you start us off with what ride/attraction do you not even bother with anymore when you visit your favorite Disney park?
I'm going to start off with our good friend, fellow Ohioan,
Yes.
Matthew Wallace, who happened to run in Indiana, so apparently they will let him out of the state.
Buckeye Mouse fans
There you
on
go.
Facebook.
He goes, I avoid all of the castle stage shows.
Oh.
They take a lot out of time out of enjoying the Magic Kingdom and sound like everything came out of a can. They lose a bit of believability.
I think the sound system's gotten a little better since they put the towers.
It has. But here's the problem with those shows.
Yeah.
They're like at 1 p.m. Or whatever time it is.
Heat of the day.
Right in the heat of the day.
Not everybody has to go in summer like you.
Well, I suppose that's true.
So
You enjoy the shows.
my wife loves the shows. I gotta endure the shows.
Oh, look at you.
I like the shows, some of them,
I like the ones with roofs.
and in air conditioning.
Even there.
The Nemo show's fantastic, by the way. Phil LeBlanc says, Carousel of Progress. I know, gasp. Phil says, I know it's a classic and has a wonderful history, but we rarely need a nap.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
There's a couple things going on in that brief sentence.
Now, I think Jonathan Clark kind of says it all for all of us. Jonathan Clark responded by saying, I'm reporting this comment as hate speech.
And we shut down the conversation there because we didn't want to have a whole big internet.
That was pretty much it.
Thing go viral.
Zuckerberg kind of pulled the plug on us, and so those were the only two.
Brian Cern says it's a small world. We reluctantly took our 4-year-old on it just to check it off the list, but no, we are done. Although every once in a while, when I can't sleep, I will sing the song into my wife's ear just to see if I can mess with her dreams.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Brian, no. No.
Nothing good can come from that one.
No.
My wife just read this over my shoulder and wants me to mention that she has admonished me for this. Oh, thank goodness, Mrs. Cern. Thank goodness we didn't have to do it for you.
Interesting. I would like to know, however, how that couch feels that Brian's been sleeping on.
He's got the bar in the back.
Sheila Ginsburg.
Sheila.
Oh, Sheila. She says, this trip I noticed that I had time but didn't go to Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
I liked the books when I was little but never liked the music or animation that much. I went on Peter Pan, and I guess one old school dark ride was enough for me.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh we don't just do anymore really because the kids are older.
We continue to poo.
Well, that's good. Everybody should go see Pooh.
Everybody poo.
Yeah.
Catherine Lennox says, we don't go on Mission Space anymore. I think I'm the only one in our family that can really hide it. They can really ride it now. Well, not ride. Small World.
Wow, Small World.
You're getting some hate today.
I'm not sure about this.
I will say, to this day, Mission Space, I've not done the full spin, full experience.
Oh, you got to do it.
I don't think I do.
It squeezes you in that little tight space, spins you up.
Oh, maybe I do need to do that.
Like
then.
my dryer doesn't anymore.
We're going to go on about this. Okay,
We're gonna
everyone.
Go ahead.
Bob's dryer is not working.
And washer.
And washer.
Both.
And
Same.
by the way, you need
same day.
You need to do something about your laundry, by the way. I'm just going to say that. Well, maybe mixing a laundromat. But anyway, so neither one's working, and he's extra cranky.
I'm wearing old Disney T-shirts at this point.
And just the T-shirts.
All right, then. Jonathan Clark says, I don't bother with riding Rock and Roller Coaster anymore. The takeoff was just a little too much for me the last time I rode it. I've ridden it plenty of times, so I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm just at that age where I can't handle that sort of thing anymore, and I'm strangely okay with that. Another is, it's a small world. My family still loves it, so we still ride it every trip, but I don't need to ride it. I take that opportunity to shut my eyes for a minute and take a tiny snoozer.
Oh, my goodness. Until you careen into that boat in front of you at the end.
And get the whiplash.
And then the airbag goes off. Throws you out of the boat.
I don't know what ride you're riding. That must be Frozen.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about this Speedway.
There you go.
Dustin Harrelson says, usually we skip Space Mountain. It's a little too jerky for me. I have the same problem with Bob, being a little too jerky, especially over this washer and dryer thing.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey? That's your comeback. Hey?
Speak the truth.
Hurts.
Hey, you should buy some new appliances.
I do. Joe Rico says, Flight of Passage. We ain't waiting in no 2-hour line.
Oh, well.
He says LOL, though.
Well.
Seriously, though, he says maybe Impressions de France.
Is there a movie there?
I can count the number of times on one hand I've seen that film.
I can too, honestly.
I can count on no hands how many times I've seen that show.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
Does that mean one?
It means zero. Zero.
Oh, okay, never mind. I went a totally different direction.
And I was never good in math. So I'm not sure how many hands it takes to count.
Then there's that.
Yeah.
James Yip says, no more Barnstormer. Kids love the adult roller coasters now. He goes, yay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. That's a nice little. That's still a nice roller coaster. It's very whippy.
It is.
I always call it
so
whippy.
Smooth.
It is smooth.
They say that Slinky Dog is even smoother.
Wow.
Got to try that one. Janet Fraser Sala says, Phantasmic. Once and done for me.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I saw it once. It was okay. It was, I don't know. It wasn't a good night. I remember being hot.
Well, it depends on when it is. Absolutely.
So I don't think everything was working.
Oh.
J-Lo.
See, we got celebrities.
We have celebrities walking Jennifer Lopez. I would say for us it would have to be It's a Small World or Flight of Passage.
Wow.
Man. She must travel with Mr. Herco. The animatronic kids are terrifying.
Oh, my.
And Flight of Passage is just too long to wait for. The more we got into the parks, we seemed to people watch and do shorter wait rides, much more, and of course the eat.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
People watching's fantastic at Disney. Fantastic.
That's an e-ticket right there.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Christopher Bartlett Walford. We know Christopher. Says, honestly, Space Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
When Jess and I went on it first trip, I remember it not being very fun this year. Boy, oh boy, it was rough. Not fun or comfortable at all, and the Space Mountain in Paris is just way better.
Oh.
More like Rock and Roller Coaster. So we're probably not going to bother with it next time.
All right.
Yeah. I agree. Space Mountain needs a little refurb. It needs you get beat up on that thing.
They should just gut it and start over.
Wow. I can't wait for the roller coaster that will be right next to it, though.
The Tron.
The
Troninator.
Man, I want to ride that.
So it's called the Troninator?
Nope.
It should be.
That's not what it's called. No, it shouldn't.
It will be now.
No,
the
it
Troninator.
Won't. No, it will not.
We'll have shirts printed.
Read. Just read.
Michelle May. Frozen After. Maelstrom was such a special and unique ride, and I feel like the replacement lacks the magic, detail, and creativity of the older original rides. I'm not a huge fan of the new digital faces. Those always sometimes look creepy.
Yeah, they do.
And I always prefer the old school animatronics. I can't let it go.
There you go.
Woo! Michelle. Bringing it at the end.
Needs to, though.
I love it. And Sheila Ginsburg. Sheila. Says, I agree. Did it for the first time this trip, and I thought it didn't make any sense. Just disconnected frozen scenes slapped into the former Maelstrom. Can we get a rewind on this one, Disney?
You know, I have not had a chance to ride that. The last time we were there to ride that, something happened, and everybody was just standing there. They weren't loading the ride. I don't know if something had broken down. They didn't say anything.
That's what happened to us. It was broken down. Or ours, they said it was broken down.
Come on, let's go.
Exactly.
You know, so, Thomas Riggins says, Rivers of Light. Awesome show. Once. So, I gotta agree with that. Rivers of Life, beautiful, but it's one and done for me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Jackie Dauphinius. I try to ride every ride in every park on every trip, so I don't think there is a one I'd avoid. Not even Stitch's Great Escape or Swiss Family Treehouse.
Wow.
I've seen a parade or evening show before. I'll skip those to get in more rides and attractions since they very rarely change.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of too many shows. And like I said, I'm a nighttime parade guy.
Yeah.
It's got lots of lights.
That's because you get to sneak in front of the little kids.
Yeah.
Block their view.
I just got to teach them what an eclipse means.
I got nothing for that. Jonathan Clark again.
Oh, my goodness.
Jumping on board twice. Jonathan Clark says, I haven't seen Happily Ever After yet, but on our last trip, I still skipped it to run around the park, just me and my oldest daughter, and ride as much as we could. We did pretty good. It was about 15 minutes to closing time, and we were getting off Haunted Mansion, and I said to her, "Want to go to Country Bears?" And she said, "No, Daddy. I'm so tired. Let's go back to the hotel." I couldn't believe I outlasted a 9-year-old at the Magic Kingdom.
Wow. That's when you go to that little shop right next door and get a chocolate bar. Sugar her up.
I don't know what Jonathan's teaching this child. But
You want to call services on this one?
We're going to have to make some phone calls. Phone calls.
Aunt Wells.
Aunt.
It was Barnstormer. We hate waiting ages in the queue in the sun for a 30-second ride.
Yeah.
Then Vicky Marie chimes in. We still do it every single trip, though.
I love when the husband and wife chime in together.
You can hate it, but you still do it.
But you're still going to do it. Brian Dumont says, if not for kiddos, I'd never go on Test Track ever again. A really subpar attraction, minus the fast part at the end. Radiator Springs Racers is the way to do that type of ride system. Test Track is boring. You cannot compare the two. Radiator Springs Racers is fantastic.
We got to admit, that was an evolution of out of Test Track, though.
Fantastic, yeah. Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Maybe they need to build a little, like a mountain these cars can go around in the back.
Ooh.
You know, out-of-control vehicles on mountains. Not that Disney's done this before.
An out-of-control mine train of some sort? What?
The cars are on a train. On the auto train.
What's weird is the Tron ride is going to be an actual mine car. It's the Tron, even though there were no mine cars in Tron.
On the Troninator.
The Troninator.
Rebecca Toon.
Rebecca.
She goes, I'm out on Astro Orbiter. Great views, but I felt like I was going to be flung out of my spaceship. Ain't nobody got time for that. And also Tomorrowland Speedway, because I don't even like sitting in fantasy traffic.
No doubt. No doubt. That's the worst part of that. You get done, and you're like 6 cars before you can get out.
And you hear all the banging from the people who keep striking the car ahead of them.
And you're sucking them fumes in. Yeah. Eric Whitlock says, I'm going to say it. It's a Small World makes me want to pull my ear canals out. Is that a medical thing? Ear canals? I guess.
They're in there.
Are they?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Is it near the Erie Canal?
Wow.
Took the kids on it once. I have no intention of doing it again. There you go.
All right. JJP. James Jamie Price.
Wow. Just because you met the man in Illinois.
Anybody watch the Goldbergs of the JTP? I'm going to use that with his name, the JJP. JJP.
Nobody else watches the Goldbergs.
Oh, everybody watches the
You're
Goldbergs.
The only one.
If you're not,
you're the only one.
Why aren't you?
You're an 80s child.
That's why it's excellent.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. I usually skip the mountains, except for Splash, due to the pain and motion sickness. I skip Everest Star Tours for the same reason. Test Track gets skipped because it's not worth the wait, and I use Tier 1 selections on Soarin' and Frozen. I can't skip a lot of attractions that I'm bored with because my youngest son isn't bored with them. Bored with them yet. Someday maybe I'll finally be able to skip the Tomorrowland Speedway. Someday.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
That might be the cause of all the pain and problems, if that's the one you're still riding. I would try skipping that one on a trip.
That's true. A lot of whiplash and back problems.
Because those seats are well cushioned.
Nope. No, they are not.
Oh, see you, JJP.
Leanne Knutson Bartlett says, Splash Mountain. I don't want to get wet. Takes me too long to get this dolled up, only to ruin it on a stinking flume line.
Oh. Must have curly hair.
Kind of like you.
Well.
Takes a while to get you all dolled up.
And then I leave the house and people are like, you should have taken longer.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Dee Dee Herring in the Magic Kingdom. I don't even bother with the Tomorrowland Speedway. It smells terrible, and since they shortened it, it's never worth the wait. In Hollywood Studios, I avoid the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular because it's anything but spectacular.
Oh, wow.
Man. I've never ridden Mission Space, and I probably never will because I value my life too much. Finally, in Disney's Animal Kingdom, I don't ride Dinosaur because it hurts. A lot.
Yeah, Dinosaur.
I will say, do the non-spin Mission Space. It's fine. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
I enjoy that one.
One of the other loopers makes mention of Dinosaur, and I love the mention of it.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Daniel Keenum says, Tea Party, though now that I have a toddler, I may start to quote-unquote like it again.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you don't have a
no
choice. It's like Dumbo. You got a toddler, you're riding Dumbo.
Emily Jean Says, this may be a shocker, but our kids are not into the Frozen ride in Norway. I think they don't love the hills or the wait. I usually try to get as fast, but they say they don't want to go.
Wow.
I
Even
know.
with a fast pass.
Even.
Nope, we ain't doing it, Mom.
She did all that hard work.
Not going to do it. Up at 7 a.m. to get the fast pass.
Right.
Denied. Susan Gunn
Susan.
says, I must say, sadly, it's the teacups.
Oh.
As I've gotten older, the spinning really affects me. It's weird. I don't have a problem with Space Mountain or Expedition Everest. Just those darn teacups.
Right. Or Mission Space Light. They just don't have all the extra theming. You're still doing spinning.
It's not. Oh. Sheila Ginsburg follows up with Susan saying, me too, I wasn't going to go on alien saucers in Toy Story Land until a woman told me that the ride was okay for her, even though she can't ride teacups. Just passing this along, I'm going to try it next trip. So if you don't like teacups, apparently the alien saucers, not as bad.
Well, there's probably not a big chrome wheel between your knees. You got to try to spin.
I don't know how you're driving to Disney, but whatever.
Come on,
Buy a
everybody's been
better
on the
car.
teacups.
I'm just saying.
I like the chrome wheel.
But
That was an option.
I bet that feels good at 20 below when you're getting into the car to come to work.
Let's see here. Oh, Ben Fluth.
Ben,
Usually skip the Astro Orbiter. We like it, but the line is always so long.
that is a long.
It's long. You got to take the gantry or the elevator up.
Yeah. Peg Zisman says Tomorrowland Speedway. I did it as a kid and had fond memories, so I took my wife on it as an adult once, and never again. I don't know what's up with both of our cars. No matter what we did to try to correct our wheels, our cars both kept repeatedly slamming into the rail.
Right.
And I don't mean like every few seconds, I mean like twice per second. Not a magical experience. And James Yip chimed in and says, I drive a lot, so I don't go on this. The rest of the family loves it. Maybe if they change the cars to Lightning McQueen,
Hey.
etc., then I'd ride it again. And please
Yes.
make them electric.
How about this? How about a brake pedal?
That would be okay too.
I mean, everyone has a go. We don't teach these kids to stop. We're raising a generation of rear enders.
That's true. Tesla, Elon, buddy, pal.
Mr. Musk.
No, it's Elon. This is your opportunity to get a captive audience. Then every one of those kids is going to want a Tesla when they get older.
There you go.
Not only will you be able to go to Mars, you'll be able to go to like Saturn and stuff too.
How are we getting to Mars on electric?
I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking.
Jim McNair.
Jim.
The Jim McNair Show.
It is
We had
the
his
Jim
review.
McNair Show.
Air McNair? Did we already do
I
this?
think it is. We did that already.
I can't do the Mad Hatter's Tea Party anymore. My sense of equilibrium can't take it. Up and down is great. Loop-de-loop is fun. High-speed turns, bring them on. Round and round. Oh, gosh, my stomach is rebelling. Wow. Yeah.
The older we get, sadly, the older we get. And we're going to wrap this up with Brad Coates because this is going to be a two-parter.
It's going to have to be.
There were so many responses. Good pal of the show, and of course DVC Roundtable member Brad Coates says, "Man, Rebecca Tune, we are in tune."
Oh,
I see what he did.
I saw what he did.
Yeah. Anyway, no need to ever ride Astro Orbiter again, and the Speedway, kill me first.
Oh, my goodness.
Before the fumes give me a slow, painful death. There you go. Didn't compile the figures, but so far the top three that everybody seems to not like: Teacups,
Right?
Speedway, and Small World.
Wow.
Those are the three people are not loving. So we'll have everybody else's responses coming up in the next show.
I love it.
Part 2.
Part duh.
Dozen is correct. And we appreciate you guys participating in this. As always, we love hearing from LooperNation, and we can't wait to record part 2.
It
And
is
get-
so much fun.
All of these great ideas. I mean, there are just rides that we just don't ride anymore. The more you go down there, the less you ride. And really, this is helpful for folks who are going down that maybe are like, well, should we take the time to ride this?
Right.
Maybe not. You're getting some ideas.
other things maybe you want to do? Maybe some newer things?
Absolutely.
We're going to cut out some things for those 2-hour waits.
Because time is very precious at Walt Disney World and Disneyland and all of the Disney parks. So take advantage.
Time is money.
So, Tim,
yes,
that is all I've got.
I love it. Thank you very much. Everybody, thank you for your responses. Tim Scott, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com.
Like us over there on Facebook. Rate us on iTunes. Don't forget that Looper 2018 for your 20% off of your Joffrey.
People
coffee.
are ordering great things. I'm seeing great orders. People are sharing their orders over at LooperNation Live.
Yes.
Man, you guys are picking some great coffees.
Great coffee, and that's over at Joffreys.com. And what else should folks do, Tim?
Everyone, go out there and please share everything. The gateway to the magic.
Again with the hand.
I got to do that. It helps.
See you, everyone.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoop.travelgroup.com.